What's going on, family? It's Monday, so you already know what time it is. It's time to have a conversation. I have recently been looking into, an epidemic that's been plaguing America for quite some time. And I don't think we give enough, well, I should say, we don't talk about it enough. And one of the things we need to talk about, especially, this is specifically for my my men folk, my brethren out there, is the epidemic of fatherlessness in America. And if you're looking at the statistics right now, it's estimated that there are 24.7 million children, about 33%, who don't have their biological father in their lives whatsoever. Okay. And if we're looking at that from grades 1 through 12, that's 39% live in homes where their biological father is absent. If we go further and break this down by race, 57.6% of black children, 31.2 of Hispanic children, and 20% of white children are living absent without their biological father. So, according to 72% of the U.S. population, fatherlessness is the most significant family or social problem facing America. Now, I know everybody wants to believe that dads are not important to their children's life. That's the narrative they push. Fathers aren't important, men aren't important in their kids' lives or important to society in general. And I need to tell you that the data should alarm everybody on the fact that our family structures are being torn apart. And it is an agenda being pushed, okay, to tear apart our families. And you need to know this, okay? To my men out there, listen, you need to make sure if you're going to have children that you pick the right person to have kids with. Just being honest with you, because it's too much to give up and lose if you with the wrong person and you have kids. And the way the family court system is set up in today's age is it is to take the man to the cleaners, take him for everything he's worth. I mean, basically, right, wrong, or indifferent, the system is set up against fathers. And that is something we have to change. But before we even get that far, we have to talk about being selective on who you sleep with. Let's be honest and have a real conversation about who you're laying down with. Just because you can have sex with this person doesn't mean you need to. And because we live in a society that's pushing, hey, have sex with as many people as you can, don't worry about the consequences, and boom. Then we end up with children born out of wedlock, fathers not being in the home, and it has really impacted our society because our young men don't know how to be men anymore. And I'm not talking about toxic masculinity. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we do not have men leading younger men and male children into adulthood. It's a really sad fact that because a narrative is being pushed to basically tell you that a woman can do the job of a man and a woman. And I'm here to tell you, you can't play both roles, okay? There are things fathers can do that a mother can't do, and vice versa. There are things a mother can do that a father can't do. And I'm just being honest with you about what we're seeing. And to the men, that's why I say you can't just sleep with anybody and everybody, right? Because your seed is important. Picking the right woman is important for you. Having children should be something that is planned out. I understand there are going to be accidents here and there, but you should try to be in a relationship, married, before you worry about having children. It seems like we live in a world where people would rather have children than actually be husband and wives. And I think we have to address this head on because it's sending the wrong signal to to our children. And you wonder why we have so many kids growing up dysfunctional is because these two parent homes aren't two parent homes. And these kids don't know what they're missing. a young lady doesn't have her father, it creates a lot of issues. It's the same thing for young men. We got to be honest about this, and we have to do some things differently. And that's why I said specifically I'm talking to the men, because you have to be selective on who you choose to have children with. Because if you're having a bunch of babies running around here and you're not taking care of them, or the state is doing it, look, it's not, you're not helping society. You're not even helping your own seed. If you want to give your children a fighting chance, you need to be selective on who you have children with. Okay? I mean, just look at the society we have for the last 50 years. We've seen what the impact of fathers not being in homes and what it looks like. We have all the data to support it. You can go to any place on Google, any statistic website, even from the government, and we can see the effects of fathers not being in the homes. And I'm telling you, we have to do stuff differently. And so, for my men folk, please be careful on who you have children with. And if possible, please vet these folks. Everybody's not meant to be a parent, okay? So let's just be honest about that. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. Listen, if you are a father and you're in a situation where you can't see your kids, look, you need to go get a lawyer. You need to fight for your rights. And if you're a deadbeat dad who's doing everything wrong, it's never too late to get back in your kid's life, okay? Listen, have a blessed day, and you're not alone in this. I want to tell you, you're loved and you're cared for. Peace out.